bullets. The Arkansas folk were confused. Half thought they were under attack by wild tribes. The other half thought this was just how Utah said hello. They hunkered down and waited. 5 days of siege, gunfire, and rationing squirrel jerky. Then comes John D. Lee riding in like a preacher with a deal from heaven, or maybe somewhere hotter. He says, "Folks, y'all are in luck. We can escort you out. Just hand over your guns, your wagons, and your common sense." Well, the emigrants figured they'd try anything that didn't end with them buried under a sagebrush. So they agreed. They marched out in small groups, each with a friendly escort, who looked about as trustworthy as a rattlesnake in a Sunday hat. Then, just past the ridge, the signal was given. And by signal, we mean someone probably coughed twice and scratched their ear. And then it happened. Bullets, screams, dust, death. It wasn't just murder, it was a frontier-sized betrayal. 17 kids under 8 were spared. Apparently, even cold-blooded killers drew the line at diapers. The militia tried to pin it on the local Paiutes, but the story didn't quite stick, especially since the so-called Indians had saddle sores, cowboy boots, and real awkward tan lines. 20 years later, John D. Lee, the man with the holy face and unholy orders, was the only one punished. He was taken back to the site of the massacre, sat on a coffin, and said something poetic like, "Shoot straight, boys. Let's not make this worse than it already is." Then bang. Justice was served, frontier style. No lawyers, no appeals, just a one-way ticket to the afterlife. Today, the mountain Meadows is quiet, but locals say the ghosts are still there. If you listen real close, you might hear a faint whisper in the wind. Next time, just take the Oregon Trail.